Hello guys and welcome back to Sweet and Sour Soccer. I've been planning this for only 2 or 3 days, but I've got a really good feeling about this special. Guys, what we are going to do, I've asked six amazing people to join us for the entire season. Ranges from Everton fans to Liverpool fans to fans that aren't even in the Premier League. We are going to do similar to Super Six, if you know, where you give your predictions, you get points for the right score, the right result, so on and so forth. Each week we're going to bring on new guests, get their predictions up on screen for you to see, and we'll also, obviously, as the weeks go on, we will show a table with the results. But before we go any further, I'm just going to allow the man Doug and the man Brad to introduce themselves. Doug from the Dugout Football and Brad Barb's. Brad, are you still the biggest Huddersfield channel on YouTube?
Yeah, I'd probably say so. There's a couple of, people that do it that I'm good friends with. So we all kind of spot each other, but yeah, probably, yeah.
Nice. Go and check out the channel. It's actually really good content. He does vlogs, content videos. And we've also got Doug, who, Liverpool fan, so yeah. What can you say, Liverpool fan?
Well, thank you very much for having me, James. I really do appreciate you asking me to come on and do this wee series with you. Look, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I try to be as unbiased as possible on my channel. So yeah, come and check me out.
Absolutely. We'll have a look at your predictions and see just how unbiased you may be. Guys, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to dive straight into this because we want this just to be a fun, a kind of a banter section every single week. Well, as long as there's a game week in the Premier League, we will drop a video. So before we wait any longer, this is what we've got. You've got to appreciate the artistry, not just the thumbnail, which I'm not going to take credit for. That wasn't me or Scott. Scott, by the way, is on his second holiday of the month. I'm kind of sick of him. I might get rid of him off the channel. He travels more than a Ryanair pilot. It's really a joke. But this is how it is. These are our predictions. Now, the ones in yellow are just results that I thought might be worth highlighting. And let's start with you, Doug. I've highlighted 2 for you right off the bat. Early fixture, first game of the season. Arsenal lose away to Brentford.
Yeah, I just got a feeling that Brentford, under the lights of their new stadium, the Brentford Community Stadium, I think it's called anyway. I've just got a feeling that Brentford, first time back in the top flight for 60 plus years, I've just got a feeling that they'll beat Arsenal, and I think with Ivan Toney and Blamo, I think Brentford got some very talented players, and I think they'll give Arsenal a bit of problems. So yeah, I fancy the new boys to start with a win.
You've also gone for drop points, Brad.
Yeah, I mean, the way I've looked at it is, look, fans are back. The season's starting again. It's always the first game. No one knows what to expect from every team. Anyone can beat anyone on that day. It really is a lottery. But the amount of times I've seen Arsenal capitulate away from home, and the fact that Brentford they just ploughed through last season. Ivan Toney's in the form of his life. I just fancy goals on the first day because look, the defences won't really had time to gel. Brentford have signed that lad from Celtic. Arsenal have got Ben White. They're both, in their own respect, good defenders, but we know that gelling to a team, into a new style of play, can take a whole season, and I fancy goals for the first game.
Yeah, I fancy goals. I think all 3 of us have gone for both teams to score. I don't think it'll be an easy game for Arsenal, but I do think they will nick it. Scott, I've said this for months on this channel. I'm pretty sure he's a closet Arsenal fan and he just pretends to be a Wolves fan just so he doesn't get thrown out as could you call him a plastic fan with Arsenal anymore? But he's gone 3-0 Arsenal, and he's also added a caveat to that, and he made me promise that I would mention on this video. He's predicting a Pepe hat-trick. It just gets worse, and this is my co-host. Yeah, anyway. let's move on to Man United and Leeds. Big game. There's some really tasty fixtures for the opening weekend. Man U Leeds. Both me and Brad and you, Doug, have gone for the exact same score. Obviously, Scott, again, just in a world of his own. I guess we all think that United will get the points, but it'll be a good game.
Yeah.
I think like Leeds have got to defend better last season. They had so many games where, like, I remember the 6-2 game. They were so open at Old Trafford, and allowed Manchester United to pick through them very easily. Hopefully they defend a lot better. But yeah, I just think the attacking prowess of a Sancho, if he starts, of course, Greenwood. I just think Manchester United will be too strong, but I don't think Man United will keep a clean sheet because we all know about their frailties at the back. I think Wan-Bissaka is one for rival teams to actually target for me. I think he's a good defender. He tackles a lot, but for me, he does get caught out a lot. There's been a couple of positionally. I feel that he does get caught out a lot, but I think Manchester United should win that one comfortably.
I believe so too. Again, it's a good thing Scott's not here because he'll talk for 5 minutes straight about why he thinks Ollie is there. Yeah, whatever. We'll move on. Let's move on to Burnley and Brighton. Both me and you, Brad, have gone for a score draw here. Doug has gone for a home win. This is one of those games. I think if it was 1-0 either way or a draw, these are the games that are hard to predict, aren't they?
Yeah, these are the lottery ones. I think. Look, yeah. I actually quite admire Burnley. I actually quite admire what they've achieved and what they do. They sign no one and they continue to surprise everyone. I mean, obviously, it's not even a dig at Doug, obviously, but to be the first team to win at Anfield in such a long time, with the amount of quality we've seen for a team that spent absolutely nothing to do it, it just shows the true determination that Burnley have, and everyone always mocks them, but I think they'll do all right this season. And, home advantage, first game of the season, fans back. Brighton also very good away from home last season. They could sort of cancel each other out, really. 1-1, straight down the board.
Yeah, I guess for you, Doug, a 1-0 Burnley win, you could have easily maybe have gone 1-0 the other way. It's just one of them. Or...
It's the most Burnley result I think you could probably get is 1-0 Burnley.
Exactly.
Because like
Sean Dyche written all over it.
they will frustrate you for forever. No, I just think that I think Brighton are missing a couple of people. I believe that Welbeck's out until the next international break was a bit of a blow. Mope, I think, is struggling as well. Connolly was another one I'm hearing as well. So yeah, I've just got to fancy Burnley at home. Turf Moor, happy place is well, Jordan North said when I'm a celebrity, get me out here last year. So yeah, I've just got a feeling Burnley will win 1-0.
Let us know in the comments, guys, if you think that this will be a tight game, or does it have a Sean Dyche masterclass written all over it? Moving on to Chelsea very quickly. I've gone for a 3-0 win, and most people have gone for pretty comfortable Chelsea wins. Scott's actually got one right this time with a Chelsea 3-0 win. Brad's got it a bit closer with 1-0. Doug, again, you've gone for a draw.
Yeah, I feel that Palace can go to Stamford Bridge and frustrate the living daylights out of Chelsea. I feel that they've done a very good job in the window. I think they've managed to get rid of a few that were injury prone, were on the really, really high on the wage books as well. I think they've recruited well. I do think that Palace can go to Chelsea and frustrate them, and I think Vieira will get his first point as Palace manager. Yeah, I fancy Palace. I think Palace have got a decent record actually at Stamford Bridge as well, so I fancy them to get a draw.
I think they have got a decent record. Off the top of my head, I can think of 2 or 3 good results for them away at Chelsea. Coming on to a team now that obviously we've got a lot of Everton fans who will hopefully be watching this. So I haven't gone for 1-0 just to appease them. I do think they'll get the win, but I don't think it will be easy. I think Rafa will set up shop. He'll just say, right, keep it compact. We will score. We only need one to score. We know Rafa teams. Even at Newcastle, we're not the best team in the world. They didn't concede as many goals as people expected them to. So I've gone for a slight 1-0 win with Everton. Scott's gone for a home win as well. So has Brad, and so have you, Doug. I think that's the first clean sweep we've got. So I guess you all think Rafa will get the 3 points opening day.
Yeah, look, I think Southampton are definitely one to be worried for this season. Vestergaard looks like he's going to Leicester, which is another blow. Apparently, Ward-Prowse is now wanted by Villa, Spurs, Leicester, etc. So, if they lose Ward-Prowse, then I would definitely worry for Southampton. But yeah, Everton under Rafa Benitez, that's going to be weird saying that forever. But yeah, I just fancy Everton for this game. One piece of knowledge from that one. Apparently, Calvert-Lewin's struggling. I believe he's injured. Moise Kean picked up COVID as well, and Richarlison's just been back in training, I think, today. So whoever plays up front for Everton, that could be very interesting. We might see Damari Gray in the false nine potentially.
Well, I know Moise Kean is tipped to go back to Italy, but Rafa said that he wants to keep him. That might be a reason why. Obviously, Richarlison won gold at the Olympics as well. So, yeah, there are a few things happening at Everton. That's why I'm not so confident opening weekend. But I think once they've got their squad back, they'll be okay. And Brad, again, you've gone for quite a bit more of a comfortable win.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know how good Everton can be. Even last season they surprised a few. At one point we thought they could be, in the top 5. That's how much of a lottery last season was. It just goes to show that even without fans, it can be unpredictable. But I mean, Rafa, we all know Rafa's a reliable manager. He's achieved great things with many teams over the years, and I don't see this being any different. Everton have got quite a good squad, some good players in there. Like you say, Richarlison, I think he's a very good asset for him. Calvert-Lewin, essentially as well. Some nice players here and there. I don't think you see him really struggling against a team that's lost their best striker, going to lose their captain, and they've signed is Armstrong, a striker that's not really proven in this league. So yeah, I mean, I can't see an alternative.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. We're all with each other on the next one as well. A clean sweep, sadly, against my hometown club, as he says with gritty teeth. Yeah, I mean, I've gone 2-1. Scott's actually gone 2-0. I mean, I'll leave this on for you two.
I think the thing is, though, Leicester at the King Power, there's just something about them. They're just a bit like I don't know. This goes for anyone. The ball seems to fall for you when you play at your own place, but especially if teams like Leicester. And I mean, look, they've got an attacking 3 strikers now with Daka, Vardy, and Iheanacho. And look, Iheanacho last season was absolutely brilliant. And, winning the Community Shield so early, they're going to be very happy. And unfortunately, for your case, James, I think Wolves, under a new manager, it's going to take time to adjust. So this is why I've gone for a 3-1. I think they're going to get goals. And Wolves might get on the break. Yeah,
I do fear for us this season. I went on Doug's channel last week. Go and check out the video. Really good watch. And I did say, didn't I? I said I would take a 17th. I do think we'll finish around 15th, 16th, maybe 14th. But I don't think it'll be easy. Doug, you've also got Leicester keeping 3 points at the King Power. I think that's a pretty easy result to predict for most people, isn't it?
It is, but if you look at Leicester's form last season, I think they were better away from home than they were at home. So they'll definitely be wanting to improve their home form. But yeah, I just feel King Power fans back. I think Leicester will have a comfortable win, but hopefully, you will improve after that game.
Moving on to Watford and Villa.
So much for keeping the faith.
I'm keeping it. I'm just. I'm not letting it out. I'm gonna be quietly confident. So when it comes to December and we're 5th, I can say I told you so. Let's move on to Watford and Villa. It's another clean sweep. We've all got an away win. I think Watford will struggle this season.
Yeah, definitely.
I think.
Go on.
Can I carry on?
Yeah. Go on.
I actually think Watford are one of those clubs that are like a yo-yo. They always seem to come up and then they always seem to go down. I don't think they've got enough. Apparently, Will Hughes is in the under-23s because apparently he's got contract disputes or something over that. So missing a player like that is really costly. I don't think we'll see much of Deeney this year. He's quite old now. I think he's about 36 as well. They've got an aging backline, aging goalkeeper. Exciting attack. I think Ismaila Sarr is going to cause them problems. But you look at that
They've
Aston
got
Villa
Andre
side.
Gray as well, haven't they? And Andre Gray's not getting any younger.
Yeah.
I still think he's got enough to offer to maybe try and chip in with 7-8 goals, which in the league is good for a team like Watford. Brad, I'm assuming you share the same sentiments.
I'm more sort of leaning towards the side of speaking about Villa, though. We know what Villa have obviously done in this window.
Oh, yeah.
I think actually getting rid of Grealish long term will be massive for them, because although he's a brilliant player and we all know how good he's been, for England, for Villa over the years, when you get given a fee like that, it sets you up long term. Look at who they've brought in already: Bailey, Ings, Buendia, and after Ward-Prowse. They look like they're cementing and trying to push for Europe. Watford as the home team, I fancy a goal for them, because they're coming back up, foaming at the mouth. Oh, we're back in Premier League. Yeah, we've scored a goal. But I don't really anticipate, apart from that.
We scored a goal! Get in there!
I don't really anticipate there being many problems for Villa. They seem like a very organised unit now. So, I fancy a Villa win.
Yeah, I do too. And as a Wolves fan, seeing Villa's summer transfer window, it's not. Let's move on again. Liverpool, we've got a clean sweep with wins again, away wins. Most of us have gone for 3 goals scored for Liverpool, except for the Liverpool fan who has gone for 2-0. I don't think there's much to say on this. It's not like it's a Liverpool West Ham where you'd think it could be a lot closer. Maybe even West Ham could pick a result. I think this one, you don't need to say much, but I will let you, Doug, say something as you are the resident Liverpool fan.
Yeah, I think there's one game where you don't actually want at the start. There's probably 2 games that you don't want at the start of the season. It's Liverpool and it's Manchester City. I think Norwich have got I've just done a preview actually about the Norwich game. That'll be out later on today. And actually Norwich have got a lot of COVID related cases in their squad. Todd Cantwell's out as well. I believe Timu Puki's just returned to training, but he's not had much of a pre-season as well. So I think it'll be a comfortable afternoon for us. I think we'll win 2-0.
There are teams, it seems, on the opening day where you don't want to play them. Liverpool, whether it's playing Arsenal or Norwich, they just seem to score 4 or 5 goals on the opening day. You look at other big sides where Arsenal, their opening day record is truly abysmal, losing 4-3 to you at the Emirates, no doubt, losing to Villa. I remember on the opening day, it is odd how it works. The last 2, this is not a game that I'm interested in watching if it was on TV. Newcastle West Ham, I don't see a goal in this game. I think West Ham will have the better of it. I just don't see either team scoring. You've both gone for draws and Scott's gone for an away win.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Look, it's West Ham last season. We know how good they were, but they're probably not going to replicate that if they're focusing on Europe as well. Without Lingard, especially, I think Newcastle, although they've not really signed anyone, they are in talks with Willock. He might make an appearance off the bench if that deal goes through. But we're talking about 2 days' time now, so they'll have to hurry up maybe. Yeah. But look, it's first game of the season. I think Newcastle, such a big ground, such a quality fan base. I reckon they're going to be the 12th man in that game. West Ham, equally brilliant fans away from home. From a fan's perspective, it's a brilliant game to watch. From the actual footballing side, probably not the most entertaining, but that's why probably I think 1-1's sort of,
Yeah,
and you got exactly the same, Doug,
I would agree. Yeah, I think one thing I have noticed actually from pre-season, Antonio looks like he's on absolute fire. He seems to have left off where he picked off last season.
Yes.
So I'd expect him to probably get on the score sheet. For Newcastle, obviously, Callum Wilson's the new number 9. So Joe Linton's changed his number. Joe Linton's number 7, I believe, as well. But yeah, just one signing will just lift their spirits. Joe Willock, I think, is a very, very good signing. Obviously played well last season for them as well.
That's still not gone through, though, has it? The Joe Willock signing. It's just still dragged on. It's not official yet. You've got to wonder what's going on.
They'll just be holding out for more money. We know what Arsenal are like. they don't spend as it is, full stop. Their owners aren't really the best in spending money, as we've heard with Arsenal Fan TV over the years. But I mean, look, you know, they won't Willock. I think 26 million's the fee. It's a bit expensive, maybe for a player who's, I wouldn't say not proven because he's had a good season last season, but one season. We've seen players like Michu and all that have brilliant seasons and fall off straight
It wasn't
away.
even a whole season. I think he
Exactly,
scored, was it like 9 goals in his last 11 games or something odd, and he scored almost half of them off the bench. It wasn't like, I'd have more faith in him if he scored 15 or 16 goals over 38 games rather than 8 in 10, because it's all right scoring 8 in 10, but if you don't score in the previous 15, what are you contributing? So
Exactly,
I mean, I don't.
That's what I mean with the 26 million. It's probably not.
Yeah.
That's because of his age. We know why it's that much. It's because he's young, and it's going to be a 6-year deal, so they'll tie him down to that. But I think it is a bit much at this current stage, and Newcastle probably need more squad depth all around than just one player.
I do agree. And the very last game of the weekend, I believe. This is the last kickoff, and I mean, we'll see what happens with Kane, but this is going to be a humdinger. Brad, I'm just going to throw it over to you because we've all got pretty convincing away wins. You've gone for a draw. Right,
so look, in my eyes, this season, there's no doubt in my mind, you know, no disrespect to Chelsea, who had a brilliant season last season, Liverpool, who maybe not the best season, but still up there, you know, they're going to be challenging, let's not lie, Van Dijk's back. But I think, like, again, opening day, Spurs, big daunting stadium, City, new Grealish, still got a gel. He's not going to flow straight in. He might not even start. There's no one who admires the way that City play more than me. But their record at Spurs in the past couple of years, both home and away, has been questionable. You know, they've been knocked out of the Champions League. They've lost at Tottenham's ground. And, you know, I don't usually let stuff like that faze me in terms of the past, but it'll be something that the manager, the players and the staff will be looking at. They'll want to win at Spurs. But Spurs aren't going to want to roll over.
Sorry, carry on.
Spurs aren't going to want to roll over simply because they've lost Kane, it still doesn't deny that they're one of the better teams in the league. And I do actually believe that Son will probably turn up on that day.
I mean, it's funny you should say that. Now I think about it, I never thought about it in that regard. But Spurs do seem to have their number a little bit. I initially, when you started talking, I remember the 2-0 victory. I believe it was at home where, or not even at Wembley. Was it Bergwijn scored?
Bergwijn, yeah.
Got the other one.
Scored that really good goal where he chested it down and caught it on the volley. Champions League win. I think they've had a few decent results at the Etihad over the last 3 or 4 seasons. So, do you know what? That 2-2, when I saw it, I was a bit taken back. But after your reasoning, I don't know. I guess I could maybe see it a little bit. I just think the depth. I just think the quality.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's why I was wanting to go for a win. But then ultimately, I looked back and thought, hang on a minute. You know, we've seen this happen before. But look, like I say, we can all put these scores down and we can all reason them. But end of the day, especially in a game like that, you just said it. It's an humdinger of a game. In a game like that, it's the first day. Fans are back. It's absolute lottery. I mean, Liverpool, Norwich, we kind of edge towards who's going to win that. You know, I don't think Norwich are going to do all. But with a game like this, who knows? I mean, City were 13th in November last season. That just goes to show. And they won the league. So
it's the 13th in November, and they'd won the league by February. Yeah, it's you're dealing with a different animal.
Southampton were top of the league, for Christ's sake. That just says it all. Last season just absolutely baffled my mind. Like, I'm glad I didn't support a team in the Prem last season because I would not have been able to. We stay low and we know our standards, but everyone last season, I mean, Villa were up there, West Ham were up there, Everton were up there, and then Liverpool dropped down, then they come back at the end.
Yeah.
It was an exciting season, and obviously most games, I think all games are on TV for the fans, which is incredible.
Yeah.
Right, let's try and wrap it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the 4 guests who aren't here. So, guys, we have a confirmed lineup, as I said at the start of the show, where we've got 6 guests, the amazing Doug and Brad, who are on screen now. All the details for everybody will be in the description. Go and check them out. Honestly, they are all amazing. We've got Mike from the Blue Boys Network, a legend himself. He needs no second introduction. We've also got Tommy, as you can see, from Tommy Talks Ball. He's a Spurs fan, so he's a bit iffy, but he's a good laugh. We've also got Ant from Ant's Leicester fan channel, he's got so many subs. He does so much great content. Go and check him out. And we've also got Michael, who is one of our two guests who, like Brad, do not have a Premier League team.
Not anymore.
No, he's a Sunderland fan. He's in League One, so I do share your pain, Michael. It wasn't that long ago that Wolves weren't there, and you as well, Brad. When were you in League One? How long has it been now?
I think we got promoted. I think 2012-13 at Wembley against Sheffield United.
When was your last time, Doug?
What's that?
He doesn't even. He tuned out when he heard League One. He's like, "Oh, this got nothing to do with me."
Anyone in the Premier League probably doesn't even know what the Johnston's Paint Trophy is anymore. I mean,
very true.
So, yeah.
There's a few results here that I highlighted because I just wanted to bring them up, just like on the previous screen. Tommy has also gone for Brentford getting points, which, to be honest, that isn't the anomaly from all of us giving our opinions. More people think Brentford will get at least a point than don't. He's got a draw with Leicester. I mean, Tommy, I love you. I don't see it, but thank you so much. He's also gone for a Saints win. What do you make of that? Ant has gone for a Saints win.
Oh, yeah. Well, look,
wow.
It's a lottery. I mean, I think this is probably one of the first. This is the first episode of this, yeah. First one. This is probably the only one where we can't criticise anyone because we've got nothing to go off. I mean, look, Arsenal have had a shocking pre-season, and we're all saying that they're going to drop points. But watch them come out now and Saka score a hat-trick and Scott be absolutely sat there with fingers at the keyboard on Twitter and be waiting for it. But yeah, I mean, look, we're all going off as gut feeling and odds and stats and everything here. Who knows? I mean, Adam Armstrong could rip this league up. We don't know. I mean, we've seen worse players. I mean, look, I'm a Huddersfield Town fan. It's my job to not like Leeds, but Patrick Bamford had an absolute brilliant season last season. Most big chances missed, which I will make clear. Most big chances missed, but he was making the chances. And under Bielsa, you're going to get those chances. I do think they may struggle this season, Leeds, with second season syndrome. I don't think they'll do as well as last time. But like I say, lottery. Who knows? It could go one of a million ways, and a Saints win. I won't look at that and go, "Oh, Southampton won." I'll be like, "Oh, yeah, Southampton won." It won't be getting surprised by it because we know first week it's a lot.
You never know. Stranger things have happened. Huddersfield did the double over Wolves a couple of years ago. So
I mean, as well, James. Can I just say? They put out on the official Huddersfield Town Instagram, it's 4 years ago to the day that we played our first game and beat Palace 3-0 away. Now, if you asked me on that day what I thought the score was going to be, on the bottom of my list would have been a 3-0 win. So it goes to show.
There you are.
I'd have loved to see the bookies odds for that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there are some results here that you would get good money for. I mean, if you were to have all 10 scores correct on an accumulator, you'd be a millionaire. But what I'll do, Doug, is I'll finish with Ant. He's also gone for a Watford home win, and he's the only one that's predicted that. I think there was a few draws predicted, maybe, but not a home win for Watford. What do you make of that?
I mean, obviously, the Villa side is going to have to, do well without Jack Grealish. Watford's first game back in front of their home fans at Vicarage Road. I can see his reasoning. But then again, he is a Leicester fan, so I can understand wanting Villa to lose every single week. I can see his reasoning, but I just think that Villa side is just too strong for Watford.
Yeah.
But
you never know with promoted teams, though, that if it's a sunny day back in the Premier League, you've got fans at home, even if it's only a percentage of the full capacity. It's just that vibe. The flags are out, the mascots are. It's just everything about it, isn't it? That first game. I don't like playing newly promoted teams. First game of the season. We normally get Everton or Leicester or Man City. Great, just don't give me a promoted team.
Can I just say as well, yeah, this isn't Premier League related, but that adds to what you've just said. We had Derby on the first game of the season. Now, on paper, with what Derby are going through at the minute, I don't know if everyone else knows, but the media hyped that up to be worse than it is, because the squad I saw wasn't half bad. It's a championship squad. Like, they had one of our own players, Richard Stearman. They had, obviously, he played for Wolves a long time ago. Yeah, they had a couple of sound players, and we drew that game because manager was out with COVID. A couple of players, key players out with COVID. It goes to show, let's not jump the gun here, because look, it could happen, and that's what happened to us.
Absolutely. Guys, I'm going to let you do another chance to just give a plug to your channels. But guys, I do apologise that this video has lasted a bit longer than we wanted it to. It's the first time we've done it. We just wanted to, get in the groove, explain everything that's going on. We are hoping that this will be a 20 to 25 minute video. Sit down, cup of tea, glass of whiskey, biscuits, coffee, whatever you want. And enjoy a very, very simple watch. We're going to have to get Scott back at some point. Well, maybe I'll do a petition on Twitter to see if you want him back. I could always learn how to do the intro, so we probably don't need him back. I don't know. You let me know in the comments. But Brad, I'll send it over to you, and then you as well, Doug. Give yourself a plug once more, because everyone, you're going to see much more of them.
Yeah, first of all, massive thanks for letting me, come on here and do the predictions and all that. Yeah. First thing to say, just obviously a massive thanks. I just post Huddersfield Town content mainly, vlogs and that. So any support on all sport, as I've said, I've had brilliant support for the past 2 years now, especially what we've all been through. It's been difficult to adapt to it all, but yeah, any and all sport down to my channel, Brad Barbs, is massively appreciated. But these guys deserve it equally as much with the content they're making. So make sure you're showing the love to all of us.
Absolutely. And go and check out Doug, because this is a guy that, as you saw when we do going through the fixtures, he's got all the stats. He knows what's going on with absolutely every club. Don't be put off by the fact, I know he's a Scouse, well, he's a Liverpool fan with a weird accent, but go and check him out. Anything you want to add, Doug?
My channel is a basic football channel. I do Premier League, I do SPFL, I'm doing Bundesliga, Champions League, World Cup. So there's a lot of variety on that channel. So come and check me out.
I've just realised you're a rival of us. You're also a general channel. I mean, I didn't think this through. Maybe I might have to think about this. Haven't you?
Can I just say as well? Before we wrap it up, I was actually looking yesterday, obviously in the group chat. I was looking at who does everyone support, and I seen that there was an Everton fan. I thought, oh God, this is going to be brilliant when the derby's on, isn't it? I thought, God, it's going to be Doug and him having it out on the video.
That's absolutely something that we're going to do. Guys, I don't know who's going to be on next week's show. Please do come back. It will be about 25 minutes rather than 33. I do apologise, but massive appreciation to Brad and Doug for coming on. Really appreciate it. Next week as well, what we will do on the amazing presentations that I do create, I will have a league table so we can see how everybody is getting on. 3 points for the correct score, 1 point for the correct result. Hopefully we'll see you there. But take care, and don't forget to subscribe to everyone that is going to be on the show. Take care.